Hello everyone. What happens when Rahu, the north node of the moon, has gone into the 10th house of your chart? This is 10 from your ascending sign birth chart, but you can also see from the moon lagna, Chandra lagna as well. Has some application in the D9 Navamsa. If you have a Western horoscope, make sure that you have sign for house system, then it's good for you as well. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to sub below. Let's go. So what is the 10th house? A lot of misunderstandings in astrology. It is not just career. Many people don't even go to work, but they are all doing deeds. The deeds we perform, karmas we perform in this life are shown by 10th house. What we will be remembered for when we've gone. That's what the 10th house is really about. A 10th house is your style of actually working. Are you organized, systematic worker, or a little bit more chaotic, more creative perhaps? Do you like to work in a team? Are you independent? All of this is shown by the 10th house. What status do you achieve? Is it high status, low status? But more than that, are you appreciated for that? Are you appreciated for your contribution? Not always fame shown here. Fame is ascendant. Ascendant has to be involved for there to be lasting fame. And who is Rahu? Rahu is the north node of the moon, the point of the eclipse. He is a shadow planet, but he is a rope binding us to eternal rebirth in this material world. Rahu is the most materialistic factor in the whole horoscope. He represents a smoke and illusion, the Maya of this material creation. Rahu is all head, no body. He represents absolutely insatiable desire, but also the exact desire bringing each of us into this incarnation. Rahu represents all the illusion that is so strong in this age of Kali. He is tamas, darkness to the full. Therefore, he has full effect in this present age. He is behind industrial revolution, machinery, everything about computers, technology, digital technology, everything which we manipulate from this material energy. He is in control of it. Rahu, the north node, is fame, power, wealth, and every kind of material gain. But he is a tempter, however, to unethical action, selfishness, guile, manipulation, and falsehood. We have to be very cautious about the area where we have Rahu in our chart because he will conceal the truth. He is all darkness, tamas, and he can cause deception in the areas he rules in our chart. Rahu also rules animal form, non-human form, and he will most definitely punish quickly any unethical actions towards them. You should know this for sure. In fact, one of the quickest ways to mitigate many difficult Rahu karmas is to simply become vegetarian. This will definitely help to calm down Rahu, the north node effect in our chart. Oh, what it's like to have Rahu in the 10th house of your chart. Is it a good position? Well, one thing for sure, Rahu's going to kick up quite a bit of dust in your life when he's in such a prominent Kendra position. He's going to make you quite ambitious. You're going to stand out from the crowd, that's for sure. But what is it you are looking to achieve? Can't be seen unless you see the sign. The sign of Rahu shows your deepest inner desires that brought you into this incarnation. Make sure you check out Rahu Karmas in all signs video on my channel. I will put the link below for you here and again at the end. Yes, Rahu wants to lead when he's in the 10th house. He wants to get to the top. He wants to be even in a small position. Doesn't have to be CEO, president. Even in a small job like corner shop, grocery store, he wants to be in charge. Rahu doesn't like subordinate position when he's in the 10th house, and he's not a team player particularly. He may try to be team player, but essentially he likes to be in charge. See, Rahu will manipulate everything to get to that top position, that's for sure. He's not always honest either. Depends on the sign, of course. Other planets with Rahu make a difference. But you see, definitely, here's the problem. Rahu wants to be at the front, but he doesn't always know how to manage responsibility. He's all smoke and illusion, but what a front man, front woman. I mean, what charisma, what charm people immediately become attracted to this Rahu. You're a definite innovator, doing things your way in your career. That's why you're not so much a team player, right? And you get pushed into leadership positions. Even if you don't want them, people just push you up there because you are charismatic, as I say. But you can struggle once you are there. You'll think, oh my goodness, what have I taken on? Now, what do I do? Of course, that depends on Rahu's strength by sign. Stronger he is by sign, you will cope with it all. But you see, it's rise and fall situation. Rahu rises quickly but falls just as quickly. Sudden changes in career, loss of job, promotion. It's almost happening suddenly. Nothing happens slowly, but really suddenly with this Rahu. Rahu is outside the borders, foreign land, very often working in foreign lands, travelling to foreign lands. Something such as this becomes part of career path at some point. Now, Rahu's full drishti onto the second house to himself is the 11th house, co-workers, colleagues. You don't harmonize easily with your co-workers. You try to, but it never works out. There's always competition, always sneaky stuff going on. That's how you see it. They see that they can't trust you and you don't trust them. There's some lack of harmony in any case. So really, Rahu is far better here working independently. You need to get yourself into a very independent position in your career or be self-employed. Very good for entrepreneur, business people. Excellent with this 10th house Rahu. Of course, Rahu aspecting 11th house, suddenly loss of job, loss of income, gain of a new position, rise in income, fall in income. Income is never steady. Rahu aspect 2nd house. You can have bankruptcy and then enormous gain, riches, wealth. It's up and down wealth-wise, income all the time. But there again, Rahu likes this sort of challenge. See, Rahu aspecting 11th and 2nd house, so be careful about ethics with your money earning capacity and finances generally. Any dishonesty, anything which is undercover will be found out because Rahu is so prominent. The Rahu's full drishti is coming also onto the 6th house, litigation, competition, difficulties, liabilities happening. You can have court cases, litigation happening in very many areas of your life sometimes at some point. Or you're just getting into co-worker competition and disharmony. It can be big time, small time, but it's never smooth. So get yourself prepared. But the good news, Rahu's aspect onto his own type of house, 6th house here, where he is Multrikona Lord naturally, Rahu will defeat the competition. Rahu 10th house is ingenious at dealing with competitors in the workplace. Litigation, bring it on. He almost enjoys it. Surprisingly, Rahu's aspect on the 6th house and the 2nd house means that you're really health conscious with this 10th house Rahu. You take care of your health. You're a bit obsessive about food, diet, exercise, all of this. This can be helpful. But the big secret with this Rahu 10th house is that his biggest desire is onto Ketu. He's obsessed with the 4th house, home and family. Rahu gets obsessed with property, wealth, buying home, selling home, and there can be enormous success with this sometimes. But again, check 4th house Lord for the bigger picture. One thing, it's never steady. Properties are generally coming, going. Rahu's aspect here means changing domestic situation frequently throughout life is very, very common. See, early on in life, it was changing, not easy, because Rahu aspects 2nd house, early emotional security, 4th house, early home environment, both. There can be sudden shocks happening in your childhood, sudden changes, giving you a little bit of inner uncertainty, insecurity. Of course, K2 4th house, struggle with mother. Extremely strong bond with the mother sometimes, but difficulty. A little bit of obsessive tendency there. Mother can be struggling, be lost to you sometimes early in life, or you just have this deep karmic tie to the maternal side of your family. There's always a bit of chaos, though, in the domestic situation because Ketu is here, but still do not neglect your home family. This Rahu Ketu axis shows that if you neglect home family, putting all the emphasis on your career out of life, you will be left high and dry. Try to find balance. It's most important. Finally, remember that Rahu in the 10th, Ketu in the 4th is a Sarpadosh, just like 1st house, 7th house axis. Your life is turning on a dime all the time, up and down, changing, revolution, and most definitely, though, this is the karma which you must face. You will attract attention, you will attract followers. Just make sure you are ethical in every step which you take and worthy of them. Then it's a good thing because you are leaving past difficult karmas behind, making a whole new path for yourself. As I say, it's not going to be smooth, but it's certainly going to be exciting. Don't forget to check out Rahu Karmas in all the signs to supplement the video. If you're new to my channel, sub below. Great to have you on board. Goodbye for now and God bless you all.